Good afternoon. Welcome to Real Breaks. Welcome back to Real Breaks. My name is Tom Kolcheski. We are live on a little 22 Top Series 1. It's actually number 82. I think I missed the number. It's the second one of the day. I know that annoying buzzing sound. It'll go away. I should have had on earlier. If you're hanging out with us, we got two cases. We need to choose one, left or right, and we're going to get going. Series 1, 22, all cards do ship. I get all this shipped out on Monday. Better be Monday. Right, Mikey? Mikey's going right. So if you are new to breaks and you're watching this, and you're thinking, how on earth does all this work? We're going to explain it for you. All right? So how does this work? So the way it works is you take a case of sports cards like this here, newest baseball product, and we post it on Facebook. We price each team. This is a pick your team. And so what we do then is then it's first come, first serve. Who is getting what team? So you pick your Astros, let's say, and Jose had to pick the Astros. I confirmed it, sits back, watch, we'll open all the cards, and we'll get them shipped. Look at that, we got two big cards. It's only supposed to be one. Why don't they do two like good things instead of a big one? So here we go. So box one. We have a guest in the studio. Can I say who you are?
Sure.
So there is, in Fond du Lac County where we're located, there is an organization called Envision Fond du Lac. Is that correct?
Envision Greater Fond du Lac.
Envision Greater Fond du Lac. We are a member. It's a chamber organization. We're a member. And Raina, called you Raina from Envision Greater Fond du Lac stopped by today. Check out this wonderful place. I'm like, hey, I'm going to do a break. You want to watch sports cards? What person doesn't want to watch sports cards? So here we go. We'll explain how it all works. Little Boba Fett. So what we're looking for in this product, here we go, that's one thing we're looking for. A relic card, so a jersey card, one of my favorite players. Anthony Rizzo going to Mike's with the Yankees. Stars off. Each box also has a manufactured relic and an autograph. So one of the joys about having your shop in a small town, people are very confused of what on earth you do. So we get that education journey. There you go, Peyton Henry with the Marlins little ink. Yeah, Jose's in Iraq. Stay safe, my friend. Stay safe. There you go, Vinny, Peyton Henry. Catcher, I actually saw Peyton Henry playing the minors. He used to be the Brewers organization. I think he was pretty good in single A. I saw him play in Appleton, Wisconsin as a member of the T-Rats. So there you go. I even said his name on a video back then for people to collect, and people mocked me. Can you believe that? There we go. Chicago Pride. This is our manufactured flag patch. Going to the Cubbies. Going to Brian. Oh, Brian Pratt. There you go. So Raina, we have people all over the world watching. Jose here, he's a service member in Iraq. So you can watch baseball cards and get a little bit of taste of home while he's serving our country.
Who doesn't want to be in Waupun?
Yeah, who doesn't want to hang out in downtown Waupun with us? Look at these. These are cool. The flashiest feet insert set. This is one of my favorite insert sets. I'm kind of a shoe guy. I never thought I was until I kept buying pairs of shoes.
I thought you were a sock guy.
I got cool socks too.
Yeah.
The sock, I'll tell you a story about socks. So I got in a really bad injury in 2001. I just graduated college about a month later. A real long story. And I basically cut my left foot off, except it was hanging by the Achilles, right?
Oh.
So I couldn't walk for like 9 months, and I had all these surgeries. Then a couple of years ago, I had a lot of pain again, and so I went to a doctor, and he gave me a suggestion on a brand of socks to wear. and I wear them ever since. So Mikey here, yeah, Mikey got a cheese box. So once in a while I'll send people, Raina will laugh about this. This is true though. There's a cheese factory in Thresa, Wisconsin.
Yep.
Beautiful cheese factory, very small. And did you know they make gift boxes? And did you know, people here, you give them a cheese box and they're like, oh, that's nice. You send people, Mikey lives in New Jersey, you send him a cheese box, they don't know what hit him. Trevor's story. Mikey, don't eat it all in one day. So here's the thing, that brick cheese is my favorite. I mean, they're all good, right? But that brick cheese, that makes some really, really good grilled cheese. Don't share it, because you're going to be out of it.
Amazing cheese.
Yeah, there should be some sausage in there. See, things we take for granted here. That's awesome. You got that. Half the jalapeno cheddar is gone already.
That makes a good grilled cheese.
The jalapeno cheddar?
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
A little pepper jelly.
Making me hungry now. So, box one's coming to an end. Don't forget the silver packs. You gotta try it. Mike Molesky needs to win a cheese box. We haven't done it. Maybe Bone will do a cheese box giveaway. I'll tell Bone to do a cheese giveaway tonight. Yeah, what do we got? A little Big Hurt. For the White Sox. There you go, Jeff. So Raina, what we're looking for on these
Yeah, thank you.
is so like, see how this one's purple compared to the others?
Mm-hmm.
And it's numbered on the back, so it's 31 of 75. So that's one of the things we're looking for. We'll put it there, and the other ones are nice. They're just not numbered, so they'll get sleeved up after the break. We ship everything, but you can't. I mean, if you went through and read off every card, it's like a 7-hour break.
Okay.
You could use some cheese curds. I did see there was a cheese contest in Wisconsin, and the top 2 cheese curds were both Wisconsin curds. There's actually a big debate in our house about best cheese curds. My wife goes with Simon's Cheese Factory, just north of Appleton.
Okay.
I go with the brick cheese curds in Thresa.
Have you ever had a Crave curd?
A Crave, oh yeah, so there's this restaurant in the metropolis of Campbellsport. Campbellsport, Wisconsin. What's population?
2,000.
There's seriously 2,000 people in Campbellsport? No way. You know what? Quick side note. So Raina lives. Do you live there?
I do.
Oh, she lives in this town called Campbellsport, right? And I live in a town called Brownsville. It's population like 500. My kids go to a school called Lamira. Campbellsport's kind of a rival, if you will. There's a little Ricky Henderson.
Mm-hmm.
And the kids in Campbellsport and Lamira are basically live in the same type of town, right?
Same life.
Same life. However, the kids in Lamira refer to Campbellsport as Campbell-tucky.
Yeah.
But not to rip on Kentucky, because I guarantee we have people watching in Kentucky. But I thought that first time I heard that, I'm like, whoa, relax there, kids. But Campbellsport is nice. I actually, that's one of the locations. Ooh, this is hold on. How about the A's on this box? See, we got a Ricky Henderson relic, and now a Dennis Eckersley. So he's a Hall of Famer. The pitcher, Steve Mendez on the auto. That's pretty sweet. Dennis the Eck. He played for his early part of the year with the career with the Cubs. Something's wrong. But yeah, so anyway, going back to Campbellsport, there's this restaurant called Crave, and it's fantastic. And they're the best. I think the best thing they have is this appetizer. It's like a giant cheese curd, deep fried. It's amazing. I like the sauce they give it.
The Crave sauce.
Yeah, called Crave. So
It's
what
a little
is it?
Spicy.
It's like a spicy Thousand Island.
Yeah, pretty much.
Take a little Thousand Island, put a little hot sauce in it,
And cheese.
and cheese.
Fried cheese.
I don't know why. Let's eat cheese all day long. I don't know why we have such health problems here in Wisconsin.
No.
Look at this card. This one's cool. Fernando Tatis Jr.
That's cool.
Cool. Yeah. A little Padres. There you go, Robert. You get the Silhouette Batter logo. It's funny, and there's another company, they make cards that have this logo. They call it a Logo Man, but here we call it a Silhouette Batter logo. Non-numbered for the pods. Here we should ask a question. The group, is there anyone here watching that works for a chamber of commerce in your respective city? I bet we have some.
You think so?
Sure. Yeah, it's during the day. It's probably working. We have on our day videos. The live attendance is okay, but the rewatch is very, very strong on the day videos. We will have more of this tonight. So this is a 1-caser. Bone is doing a 3-case pick your team to start off tonight, and then we have new release Valiant Football. It's gonna be a 31 spot random. I think we're at $69 a spot. We only have 2 cases of that, so that should fill very, very fast.
I want to know if there's anybody from Montana on the call.
Anyone from Montana? Are you from Montana?
No, I just think it'd be fun.
We have some customers from Montana. How about this? Matt Olson. So this one's at a 50, and it's referred to as a Mother's Day parallel. Hey, he's nice fit. Steve? How about, we haven't done this well. Let's do a check-in. Where are you from? Where are you watching from? Let's see, I know we have Florida, we have New York watching. I used to know when everyone was from more when I did all the shipping labels. There you go, a little Eduardo Escobar to $4.99. So New Jersey, St. Paul, Minnesota, Central Washington.
Ooh.
There you go.
The PNW.
Northern Minnesota. Cleveland.
Go Browns.
Go Browns. Go where? Go to Baltimore. Oh, they already did. That's a mean joke, actually. Grand Rapids, Michigan. One time I did this, and someone said, like, Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. I said, wait, you're like 10 minutes from us.
Yeah, why didn't you come?
Yeah, come hang out.
Florida showed up.
Oh, yeah. Clearwater. All right. I like Clearwater. Go Browns and take the Indians with you. There's no such thing as the Indians anymore. They're the Guardians.
Is there a science to opening the packaging?
Oh. Is there, what do you mean? Like how you rip it open?
Yeah. Yeah.
Not really. You do whatever you want. Yeah. Anders in LA. LA. Nice brunching, by the way, Ricky. You watch Letterkenny, Raina?
Yeah. LA.
LA. There you go. Pick up on that one.
Yeah.
There's another guy. He's not in this break. Okay. PK, how you now? Good, you? Good, good. Another two. This is weird. Kirloff and Crochet. My sort, by the way. They hate those. Born in Puerto Rico, stays in New Jersey. Surviving the hinder, you know, where the cheese talk, give me cravings, and dining facilities closed. Oh, not in Iraq. So that's like, you're 9 hours ahead in Iraq. Your dining's closed, and we're talking cheese and being cold. Oh, Jose. I bet, do they got cheese curds at the Iraq dining facility for you today? That's funny. We have a lot of servicemen and women that buy in our breaks.
Do you ever send them cards?
Yeah.
Bad mac and cheese.
Oh, nice brunch in there. We kind of skipped through, but we get that silver pack, Vidal Bruncheon, and now a foil. That's it. He's kind of overlooked this year with Wander. So the biggest rookie in 22 is a kid named Wander Franco. And that's the big hits we're looking
It's
for.
a good name.
It is. He's a good player. I like the name Vidal. It means the witch in Spanish. It does. Little Buster Posey. He just retired. David Hirsch's Giants. So this when people ask me, what does that guy do all day?
This is what you do?
This is what.
It's great.
Big Zach. Zach Lowther. We had to auto him last break. Not bragging about that. $1.99. There you go, Steve. One thing we get is not only servicemen and women, but then people, maybe lifetime friends that live in different places. They'll sometimes buy into a break, a lot of times, and then kind of hang out together, and it's kind of cool, different way to bring people together.
It's sweet.
We did this all pre-COVID when everyone started hanging out online.
You did it before it was cool?
Yeah, before it's cool. We were cool before it's cool. This card's cool. San Diego, little Tatis.
So which ones are you putting on display?
The better ones.
Okay.
We call it the showcase.
Got it.
And then we have money mitts. Our little, our friend makes these. They're wallets, essentially. So what the story is between a money mitt. Friend Jimmy sent me one time. It was actually that one. It's the original one. And I was doing a break and I had it kind of on the side. Then I got a good card and we have little stands. And I'm like, yeah, look at this. I put it in the mitt,
It worked.
put it on the showcase. Yada yada. 6 years later, still doing it.
That one didn't open as nice.
Yeah, I know. It's off my game. There are some packs open differently, some like different products. There's a product called Archives, and like you seriously have to ice your thumbs after doing it. It's a great product. I just hate opening it. I did actually say some. If people asked earlier what we talked to Tops about, that was something. I'm like, dude, I stopped buying Archives because I couldn't open your packs.
Sure they appreciate it.
Little blue. They do. They were like writing it down. Like, whoa. Oh, Pete Alonso. These are cool. Home field advantage. Good boy, Rudy. Pete Alonso. You ever heard of Pete Alonso, Raina?
No.
First baseman for the Mets. I'll tell you a funny story about Pete Alonso. So a little over 2 years ago when this Series 1 got released, we were invited to do a special million card rip party. Huh. I don't know, Nick. Maybe there's not enough room. Because, you know what, I think, I'm just going to guess, Nick. I think because they're officially called the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, and I think they would have to put that on all their cards. So they just call them the Angels. Just a guess. I'll ask that. I would have liked that. That's a great question. I'll get it answered. So Pete Alonso, going back to Pete Alonso. So we did this Tops event. Oh, nice wander. So it's in Dallas. We're at the Cowboys Stadium, and they basically rented out the press box, right? And so there's a bunch of breakers there. We're getting ready to rip, and so between all of us, we had to open 1,000 or 1,000,000 cards, 1,000,000 card rip party. So we had no idea like we're gonna have to rush or get through it. So I'm kind of nervous, to be honest, which I usually don't get nervous. Ooh, Timmy Anderson Black to 71. That's a pretty good card. There you go, Jeff. So we're getting ready to go, and we first start, and then there's a gentleman that works for Tops that I really like. Great guy. He went to unplug a light, but he accidentally unplugs my computer, right? So we go down.
Oh no.
And I'm like kind of sweating. I'm like, oh no, what's going to go? I'm behind now. How are we going to do this? Blah, blah, blah. So I'm kind of like psyched out. Well, at the same time, this guy Pete Alonso was there. So he's walking around taking pictures with people. And so I finally get going up. So Pete Alonso comes over my shoulder. And I said, hey, Pete. And so I brought some baseballs. I knew someone was going to be there. And I thought it'd be fun to get some baseballs autographed. I I have zero desire for a Pete Alonso autograph myself, but I thought we could give them out. I thought that'd be kind of cool, huh? So I said, hey Pete, could you sign some baseballs? McKenzie and Pearson, we get two again. And his handler says, his handler goes, no, we can't do autographs. I forgot silver on the last box. So I said, well then they said, do you want a photo, right?
Mm-hmm.
In normal, every human being would say, yeah, I'll take a photo. I said, you know what? I go, I'm good, thanks for coming. And I blew him up.
Good for you.
He was very nice. He talked to our employees for a while, and everyone loved him. So, but I think as part of his contract, he wasn't supposed to sign autographs for people, whatever. But, so that's the story. And so then, ooh, that's a good card. That's a really good card. Nice Wander Silver pack. So like a couple years later, about a year later, talking to some of the Topps employees, they're like, man, like we used to think you were a jerk. I said, well, why is that? I'm like, nicest guy you'll ever meet. They said, no, you wouldn't you blew off Pete Alonso.
Oh.
Lindor. So I thought that was kind of funny. But, so there's my Pete Alonso. And as a lifelong Cub fan, Cubs usually hate the Mets.
You like the Cubs?
I grew up in Illinois.
Oh.
Small town of Monmouth, Illinois.
Yikes.
Cubs and Bears fan. Not necessarily in that order. Actually, in fact.
I'm marrying a Bears fan.
That girl.
That's a
You
questionable
gotta marry
choice.
up. Marry up. Our 5-year-old Malix was born the day the Cubs won the World Series.
Wow.
When's the wedding?
July 2nd.
Oh, this year.
Yeah.
Oh boy, that's
He's from Antioch.
Antioch. That's Wisconsin, right?
No, it's
No, that's
Illinois.
Illinois. Miguel Cabrera.
You say it like you're from Illinois.
Antioch?
Illinois.
Illinois. That's where I'm from. It's not Illinois. It's not sick. Miguel Cabrera. I'm really bothered by something right here. Miggy. What's up, Ralph? Brian Pratt lived in Antioch for a couple years. Is he from there or does he live there now?
He's from there.
From there.
He lives with me in Camelsport now.
Oh,
Yeah.
are you guys gonna stay in Camelsport?
Yeah, I bought a house.
Oh boy.
I know. It's those Crave Curds. Full circle.
Jackson Ritz. The lady that cuts my hair lives in Camelsport.
What's her name?
November's her first name.
That's a cool name.
She works at K. Krug downtown Fondy.
Cool. Is that a real name?
It is her real name.
That's awesome.
So it's just her hair cutting name. Do barbers have like, I shouldn't say stage names, but do they have chair names that they
Surnames?
surnames?
I think they do.
Really?
Yeah.
So most hairstylists don't go by their real name? Maybe that's
think
not
so.
a real name. I don't know. Ooh, nice little Mike Trout foil. Mike Trout. You ever heard of Mike Trout? He's pretty
It's
good.
related to.
No. There's no one related. Well, Juan Soto. There you go, Soto.
It's gonna make
DC.
a fish joke.
We often talk about sturgeon spearing in there. People can't believe it when you tell them.
A prehistoric fish.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. My father-in-law spent every day for 2 weeks in a shanty. He did not get his fish. And I constantly ask him, do you think his real name is Edward Scissorhands?
Scissorhands.
No, November's a lady that cuts my hair. There's a place in Fond du Lac. I don't like people touching my head. It really bothers me, and that's fine. So I have trouble like finding a haircut. And so I went to her like 4 years ago, and I said, I don't like when people touch my hair. So if you could cut my head without touching my head. And she did it. So I go there all the time. Blake Miller, first edition. We sell it in our shop here in Wisconsin at $8.99. So if you're looking on the website, it ships out of our Minnesota shop. I don't know if they have it in yet. It was hard to get. I kind of want to rip it myself. I feel about a lot of products. Yeah. The Adrian Beltre Chesty. Is a baseball player who didn't like people touching his. I shouldn't have said that because now when I see people from the group, they're gonna all like, oh, a little Wander, welcome to the show.
You know, I don't really know what's going on, but this is pretty cool.
$2.99. Hernandez. We're opening baseball cards.
Yeah.
The key, what you're doing is you're looking for your team that you bought in, and then if you have no idea like who's good or not, that's why we're here, and we can put it on the showcase.
Got it.
Nunez. Yeah, so we'll be live. I have one more after this. And our guy Eric Bongizi, he's from Lemira. Grew up in Lemira. Lives in Waupun now. He'll be sitting in the hot seat. Starts ripping at 7 tonight. He could go. There's Pete Alonso. See, this is a guy, Pete Alonso, in his fancy shoes. He wasn't wearing his shoes that day. There's Cassis. Cassis, how you know? See, said how you know.
Yeah.
Brian Cassis passed his exam today. Oh, nice soda. He's his elevator inspection exam in New York City. Cool.
Seems really like it would be an intense test.
Yeah. What's an elevator? It's probably up and down. I bet there are some intense. I bet it's a tricky test.
Yeah.
New York City. That's about yourself. Oh, we got our silver to do.
I was in an elevator in New York City once. That's the story.
Okay, yeah. Good story. I was in New York City like 3 weeks ago.
How was it?
It was great. I took my son and I. We flew in. We got in around midnight on Friday because I wouldn't pull him from school. Missed enough school to do fun stuff. Then Saturday we went to a Tops event. It was like 4 to 8 o'clock, and it was cool. It was at a place called Spin. It was like it was a club, but instead of like pool tables and stuff, they had ping pong tables.
Brought your kid to a club?
Yeah.
How'd it go?
It was awesome. No, it was a special like a private event.
Oh.
And there was probably about 30 people, and a couple baseball players as a guest. Great food. The pizza was so this guy told me to check out this pizza place, like a couple blocks from our hotel. It was garbage. It was complete garbage.
Oh.
But oh yeah, JD, we checked the back. You found the Henderson? Yeah. So it's the silver pack. You got to check the last card. The test is oh. The code in New York City is if you're so you have to go off of the New York City code.
They have their own code?
It's good pizza. You won't give up on this pizza.
There's a lot of options in New York.
Yeah, he's like, you gotta go to this Joe's or whatever. I think I got the bad slice.
Did you know Joe?
Yeah, who knows? Probably. It was cold. I think they were mad. I don't know. They seemed angry at that place.
They all are.
They all are. It
Since
is.
they don't have cheese curds.
Yeah. Cassis has had our cheese before. A little Chipper Jones relic. Game used. A little napkin they put in there. Chipper. Yeah, Jason, send me a message. I got one more break after this, and I'll gonna take care of you. You never had cheese curds? What's wrong with you? He'll say. Now he's just trying to get me to send him some. It's the only reason he said that. Jake Cousins for the Brewers. You ever heard of Jake Cousins? Raina, you're in Wisconsin.
Speaking of good cheese curds, ever had the cheese curds from Cousins?
Cousins.
Yeah. You have to try them.
It's probably been a while.
No, they're.
Cousins Subs on South Main in Fond du Lac.
I mean, there's one in Kewaskum too.
Kewaskum. Everyone now is laughing at that city name. So, I got a funny Kewaskum story I probably shouldn't say on camera. Kewaskum. That's an interesting town. They have a sledding hill there we went to. There's a Cousins in Kewaskum. How far is Kewaskum from Campbellsport?
10 minutes south.
All right.
Cousin subs are good. See.
Cousins are good. They're no Jersey Mikes, to be fair.
Okay. Okay.
To be fair.
I.
Cousins, that's a good question. They have a bratwurst sub? Yeah, they do. Cousins are. I remember when I first moved to Wisconsin, I tried Cousins the first time. It was a good experience.
You have to have an advanced palate to really enjoy Cousins.
There you
Yeah.
go. Aaron Judge. Gotta have about 4 Bud Lights in you to enjoy Cousins. Aaron Judge. Bush Lights. Yeah, I forgot. It was Wisconsin. Oh, Cousins. Cousins is good. Cousins are alright.
You smell like it for the rest of the day, but it's worth it. It's those onions.
You're working on a building in LA. You can take a slide from the top of the building, hangs out. That's it. Old Milwaukee. Milwaukee. You come here often.
Cousins is a Bush Light.
Mr. Cassis, you were introduced to our guest. Raina is behind us. She is from Envision Greater Fond du Lac. It's a chamber group that we're card-carrying members. I have the sticker in the window.
And an economic development organization.
Oh, and an economic. There you go. We are developing economies here, one card at a time.
One card at a time.
There you go, Steve. Nice Roberto Clemente short print.
Oh, I know who that is.
There you go.
Roberto Clemente. I read a book on him once.
Yeah, this is definitely a hero. He passed away Christmas Eve in an airplane.
Oh no.
Flying supplies back to his homeland for the poor.
Yikes.
He was great. You know, he was number 21 in the wall in Pittsburgh. It's 21 feet high in right field in honor of Clemente. You're going to have to. Yeah, you come to Wisconsin. I hear this all the time. Going to Wisconsin. Come to Wisco. My favorite time in Wisconsin is in the fall. See the Badgers. Go up to Lambeau and watch the Packers lose. Well, that's just the playoffs. Come to Wisconsin in January. So okay, Raina, you're obviously a Packer fan by that side. Do you think their constant failure in the playoffs is because of Rodgers or LaFleur? Who do you think's the bigger? Who do you think chokes more?
There's one constant.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Typical LaFleur. That will be interesting when number 12 happens.
Yeah. I'll have if I say it out loud, I'll have a lot of haters trolling me. There's a lot of stands with Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers is. It's amazing how people are not in love with him as much as they used to be.
Yeah.
One constant. They're gonna pick up on that. That is a nice Mike Trout. Greg Maddux. The Bears playoffs. You got to get to the playoffs results. See, now this is it. It has nothing to do with the Bears. Yeah, the Bears. Robbie Gould did great in the playoffs. You know.
It had everything to do with your kicker a couple years ago.
Oh, don't even get me started. That's a deflect negative attention. It's all right. I can take it.
This is a good day to be a Packer fan.
What happened today?
No, the day that kicker guy.
Oh.
What was that called?
The double doink?
Double doink.
There was a few swear words said in front of my children that day.
I felt like that happened a lot this last season.
Yeah, the Packers had a lot of trouble with special teams and ended up biting them in the end. That's right.
The Packers.
The Packers.
The Packers.
They're playing in London next year?
Yep.
Or in Europe, somewhere in Europe they're playing, the Packers are, for one game. Did you see that?
I did. Just think of the Fergie song.
Fergalicious?
That London Bridge song.
Oh.
Oop.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Turn the lights out.
Oh. Oh no, turn on. Oh, there we go.
Well, to be fair, Nick, they'll still have 8 home games. They are losing a home game. That's actually a pretty big negative economic impact, or lost economic impact.
Hey, I want to talk about economic development.
Giancarlo.
Who's gonna drink in the bars?
Oh, there'll be enough alcohol consumed in the fall. This is a Giancarlo stand for Mike Molesky.
This is so sweet. Then they all talk to each other.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
sweet.
Most of the time it is. It's a community. It's building a community. There you go. Connor Siebold. There you go, Mikey. This goes with that cheese. Connor. Last box. Raina said she wasn't going to stay for the whole thing.
I thought I was gonna leave. This is really cool. I don't know if it's cool, but it's interesting.
It's interesting. It's interesting. It's fascinating. How about that?
It's like a whole nother culture.
Well, Salvi Perez. It's a parallel. The Kansas City Pride. So this year it's kind of cool. On this insert, they put last year they did a flag from their home country. This year is a flag from the city. It's Kansas City. $2.99 for the Royals to Steve. Steve's getting all the hits. So Mike Trout. This one has like fish gills in it.
Cool.
Sweet. What describes Team Brian? Yeah, we have a lot of Brians in our group for some reason.
It's my dad's name.
Yeah. There you go. Maybe he'd like cards.
He actually does have cards.
See?
It's a Brian thing.
Brian. There's
Brian's got big brains. Big brains.
Look at the big brain on Brad.
Big brain Brian.
That's Brad from Pulp Fiction. Say what? One more time. What? I've been rewatching Seinfeld lately, hopefully getting some references for the breaks. I'm the judge and the jury, and you're guilty. That's the episode I watched last night. The statue episode.
I'm still trying to catch up on The Bachelor.
The Bachelor. Hard no. Patrick Wisdom. 2020. Oh, Ricky. There's a Wander base. Wander Franco. This is what I told when we passed out packs of Series 1. At the opening, I told people, look for Wander Franco.
Is that a good name? Somebody said you should check out what we do in the shadows. Is that a reference? Or is that an invite?
It's a television show.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You got very confused people here, Mr. Cassis. Here you go. Chris Flexton. A vintage shark. We haven't hit these in a while. At a 99. 31 and 99 for Seattle Mariners. Matt Trout. It's the one you want. We got a couple silver packs. We get a recap going. That's gold, Jerry. Gold. Well, we got blue coming. Perez. And the big unit. Randy Johnson. He's an interesting guy. At a 150. Chatted with Randy for a while in Vint in July. He's something. Last pack and recap coming up. Jackie, Freddie Scherzer, and Paul Goldschmidt. And that, my friends, is the break. We get a recap coming right about now. Right about now. Funk so heavy. Alright, recap. Click Chris Flexen in 99 on the vintage stock. Little Wander base. Mike Trout. Wander 97. Juan Soto to 299 Nationals. Hernandez Marlins. The Show Franco Trout Gold Foil. None numbered. Brunson Foil. Brunson Silver Pack. Escobar Brewers. Trevor Story. The Rocks. Tyler with Randy Johns bought cards the other day. Salvi Perez to 299. Judge Yankees. Tatis Padres. Contreras Cubbies. Giancarlo Yanks. Soto Nationals. Tatis Padres. Chipper Jones Braves. Cabrera Tigers. Posey Giants. And Ricky A's. We're at one short print. Roberto Clemente Auto Time. Siebold Red Sox. Cousins Crew. Reitz Nationals. Lowther at a 199. Orioles. Peyton Henry for the Marlins. Showcase Tim Anderson at a 71 for the White Sox. The Wander Silver Pack. Home field advantage, my boy Pete Alonso to the Mets. Matt Olson at a 50 on the Mother's Day for the A's. Rizzo to the Yanks. How about the Big Hurt? This one's at a 75 for the White Sox. And the Eck. There you go, Dennis Eckersley. And that, my friends, is the break. We'll be back in about 15-20 minutes for the random at number 83. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.